and welcome to She TV. I'm your host, Coach Vicki, and we are going to have a great show, so much fun. We are on this path of exploring empowerment through fitness. Hello, Brenda.
Hello.
Brenda Kashuba, and you are with 4EverFit.
I am the owner of 4EverFit Personal Training Studio in Saratoga.
In Saratoga,
Yes.
here in California. And you've brought with you one of your guinea pigs. I mean, one of your clients.
This is my client, Rob Browning, and he's kind of got a story of his own, but it kind of works in with the 4EverFit story.
Really nice. So tell me how you got started with 4EverFit. I mean, how did it even come to be that you
That evolved. It started with myself, which was a young girl who didn't have the opportunity of some of these girls, and basically grew up as a couch potato, and in front of the TV a lot after school and this and that, and grew up with weight issues and health issues, and did the dieting thing like so many women, and after a lifetime of that, at the age of 42, I decided that it was time to stop the insanity and do something permanent. And so that was when I kind of went through my own metamorphosis with changing my relationship with food and getting fitness into my world and making it a priority. And once I did that, I lost 65 pounds.
Whoa.
At the age of 42, and realized that I was inspiring a lot of other women in the gym where I was doing my own metamorphosis, and ended up getting a personal training certification, and eventually decided that I wanted to provide something even better than what was available in the membership facilities, and opened my own studio for private personal training in 2001.
Now, tell me what makes your service unique. I mean, why not just go to your local gym?
The thing that really makes it different is, well, we have the privacy aspect of it, in that there isn't the crowd, there isn't what some people perceive to be an audience when they're working with their trainer. But the other thing is, too, that there's a lack of intimidation in our facility, that anyone, no matter who they are, no matter what condition they're in, no matter what handicaps they may have, or health conditions, or obesity problems, they're going to be comfortable in our environment and not feel judged or feel as though they're in an environment where they stand out.
Yeah, I've heard people talk before about how they didn't feel fit enough to go to a gym.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well,
yeah,
people
it's
feel
true.
self-conscious, and maybe they feel like they're being judged, or
they don't know where to start. And then a lot of times what they'll do is they will just diet, and that's all they'll do, because they'll want to lose the weight before they go to the gym, and that's really the opposite. It all should be happening at once. It's kind of a combination of things that need to be happening in order to really make that lifestyle change. And what we're hoping for people is that they will make that lifestyle change, so that it doesn't just become a gain and lose, gain and lose.
So just like a fad, and I lost the weight, and then next thing you know, they're back up, and they need another fad to get back down.
And it's not always just weight loss either. We see a lot of clients who they can't live their life to the fullest because they're weak and they're older and they're atrophying. We atrophy if we don't replace our muscle with strength training. And the smarter people know that they better get somebody to help them in the beginning, or else they can be hurt if they don't get somebody who knows what they're doing to show them how to begin strength training and get on the correct program for them.
Well, I'm sure it's the accountability factor, too.
There's that,
because, if I don't have Brenda telling me, well, you better get over there and do what you need to do, I might just decide it's much more fun to watch TV and have cookies. I might.
Yeah, there is that factor. There's the motivation and the accountability, also that the trainers provide. So it's but the trainer really becomes a partner to the client. And a lot of what I do now is I have 15 trainers that work from this 2,300 square foot facility in Saratoga. And so what I do is, when we have clients contact us, usually through our website, I find the trainer that's right for them. And I can draw from this database of independent contractors that work from my facility, and make sure I have them with the trainer that's really going to be their partner, that's really going to be able to take them by the hand and help them get to where they want to be in that lifestyle change and with those fitness goals that they have.
Well, I know we have a couple shots of your facility. You're working with some of your clients.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that we can take a peek at those. Okay, here we go.
Yes, that we have here is one of our baby boomers, which we see a lot of at the facility, doing some strength training on a stability ball, which just gives him extra core stabilization during his training.
Okay.
And you can see that's me, but in this case, I'm the trainer, and I'm spotting him through a proper form of this exercise so that he's not injured in the process.
All right. So he's doing that completely. Let's look at the next shot that we have.
Here we have one of our female clients who is doing what we call a compound exercise, where she's getting her heart rate up, so she's also burning calories, but at the same time she's strengthening a variety of the major muscle groups as well as shoulders. So when we get her into a lot of dynamic movement, we can do strengthening and cardiovascular simultaneously and really get a lot done in a short amount of time.
Okay. That looks great. It's like fun.
Yes.
Looks almost like you're dancing.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Having fun is important.
Yeah. And also in that shot, I was also spotting her to make sure that she didn't overextend on her lateral raise, because then she could have injured her shoulder. So the trainer really does have a role in making sure that it's being done properly.
I see. So now, Rob, tell me, what's your favorite thing to do? What's your favorite fitness activity?
What is my favorite fitness activity? Well, I have to say a lot of the bench stuff, because I was doing it wrong for so long until I came to see Brenda, that I was actually making things worse for myself. So.
I see. And so what inspired you to go and see Brenda? What inspired you to get a personal trainer as opposed to just keep doing it yourself?
I was a 40-year-old man, and I needed a quad bypass, and I was up about 270. And basically my doctor said, if you don't lose some weight, you're going to die. So I have two boys that are 23 and 24, Robbie and John, and they like me.
Exercise or die. Yeah, that's motivation.
So, you know, and then, of course, you know, there isn't a lot of interest from women for, you know, really fat guys that, you know, have a bad heart. It's kind of like one foot on the grave, the other one on the banana peel. So, yeah, that wasn't working for me either. So I decided, yeah, I needed to find something. Well, I went to those, you know, 24-hour places and a lot of other places, and no one would work with me. They wouldn't take me as a client because they said it was too big of a liability issue. One place said that they would take me, but they insisted that I pay for a personal trainer and a nurse to be with me while I worked out.
What?
And I find that that is not uncommon, that most places have a real severe problem once you mention that you have any kind of medical problems. They just don't want the liability. And so I remember walking by Brenda's place. I must have walked by a half dozen times, and then one time she came out and saw me and kind of grabbed me and brought me in and said, hey, you know, you've been walking by here a lot, you know, is there something we can help you with? And I was like, well, you know, I kind of like to work out, but most places won't take me because I just had a quad bypass, and now I'm diabetic and all this other stuff. And she said, get a note from your doctor. It says it's okay to work out, and we'll work with you. We'll do whatever needs to be done. And we've been doing that now for how many years?
I don't know, several
but
years.
But it's been, you know, now I'm over 50 pounds lighter.
Whoa.
And still going. And Brenda's been working with me all the time. And, you know, it wasn't just that she helped me with the workouts. It was, you know, dietary training and teaching me that, you know, a full plate of food is good when you're 12, but when you're an adult, you know, that piling it on isn't necessarily the best. So she really helped me out. I'm very happy that
we see lives change like that. I think that's the most gratifying thing for me, is seeing lives saved and lives changed.
Yeah.
So it's really a lifestyle change. It's not like a temporary, oh, we're going to be on a diet for a few weeks.
That's the problem with most programs. Most programs are all about, here's how we're going to help you get your weight off, or here's how we're going to get you in top shape, but it doesn't always address, you know, really making the changes with the relationship with food, with your attitude about fitness as being part of your lifestyle. It has to be. You can't run out and do cardio for an hour 7 days a week and then, you know, eat like a bird, lose all this weight, and expect it all to just stay that way if you go back to the way you did it before. And most people go back gradually into their old habits unless they're really looking at it differently about changing their life.
So it really is about making a permanent change.
Yes.
But you still get to enjoy life and enjoy, you know, some treats. It's not like you're have all these no's, no this, no that.
Exactly. And again, a lot of it too isn't even just about weight issues. It's just about living life to the fullest, because even if you're thin, if you don't have any strength and you don't have mobility, you're not going to be out hiking. I'm going to be out hiking when I'm 90, God willing, you know. as long as I have a good chiropractor, after doing that 5K, and I do, no matter how old I get, I will always make sure that I'm healthy enough to enjoy life, and that's really what it's about.
Exactly.
So our little tagline is, it's never too late to get in shape, because I know for me it wasn't. I was 42, and that was just the beginning of a long lifetime ahead of me.
Wow.